Hi, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Ryan.
And today we are going to determine what is the best M Night Shyamalan movie. We recently made an episode of our show, Adaptation Station, where we read the book Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. Underrated, very good horror novel. And that movie was adapted into a movie directed by M Night Shyamalan. That one's called Knock at the Cabin. And since we just did that, and I personally am a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan, Ryan not so much, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to watch the stuff that he does, but I'm not like waiting for the next thing all the time, and I think there's some that I like a lot less than you do.
Mm-hmm. So we both watch M. Night Shyamalan movies and have opinions on them, we can say.
Yes. Yeah.
So with that in mind, we're not really going to determine what is the best M. Night Shyamalan movie. We're just going to give our separate top 5 lists. So I will go first and say my personal top 5, and then Ryan will say his top 5, how we rank M. Night Shyamalan's movies. Before we get into that, if you're not familiar, M. Night Shyamalan is a movie writer, director, producer. He does a lot, an auteur, I guess you call that, when you're very involved in the movies. Born in India but raised in Pennsylvania in the United States. He's directed about 15 movies. So this is like his top third, if we're doing top 5. Mm-hmm. It's not like we're doing a top 5 out of lots and lots and lots of movies. Not a huge catalog. I had a hard time picking my number 5 spot. I was stuck between 2. But for my number 5 spot, I am going to give it to Old. Number 4, The Visit. 3, The Sixth Sense. Number 2, Signs. And my all-time favorite Shyamalan movie is Unbreakable. What about you?
For me, my number 5 is Unbreakable. My number 4 is Split. 3, The Visit. 2, The Sixth Sense. And number 1 for me is Signs.
Okay. Those were kind of similar in a
lot
way.
of overlap.
Yeah.
We only had one difference between them. I have Split, you had Old on there.
Split is the one that I wanted to put at number 5. I was stuck between Split and Old. And from what I remember, you didn't really like Old.
I didn't like Old.
I don't know. I liked that one. It's kind of one of his more cheesy ones. It seems like a cheesy Twilight Zone episode. Yeah. But I kind of liked that there was some humor in that one, and maybe partly of what I liked so much about it, honestly, is that it's the first movie I saw in theaters after COVID, not seeing movies for a while. Not even that long, but after a while not seeing movies in theaters, I went and saw the new Shyamalan movie, and it was old, and I felt like going to the movies again. Yeah. And he's kind of an old school film director, I feel like, because he does, some horror things that are considered cheesy these days. He keeps doing it. So you had Unbreakable as your number 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my all-time favorite. Like one of my favorite movies ever. Yeah. And then Split just didn't quite make it to mine. I wasn't sure you would have The Visit in your top 5. For some reason, I thought maybe you didn't like that one.
I really liked that one. I only saw it the once in theater, so it's been a while. It's also been a while since I've seen Signs, honestly.
It's been a while since I've seen The Sixth Sense.
But I really liked it. I don't remember The Visit that much either, honestly. I just remember what I felt when I last watched it.
Yeah, I just watched The Visit the one time when it was in theaters, but yeah, I really liked that one. If we remove my 1 being Unbreakable, we had the same order for Sixth Sense and then Signs being up towards the top, because that's my 3 and 2, your 2 and 1.
Yeah. And then The Visit being below both of those.
Yeah, so those 3 were in the same order.
We have a visit.
The Visit.
Ourselves here.
Okay, so those are our top 5. I have a question. Do you have a least favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? Like, what's his worst in your opinion?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't have a list in front of me of all of them. Honestly, Knock at the Cabin might be.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Mine might actually be After Earth.
Yeah, no, you're right. After Earth is very bad. After Earth is worse than Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah. I think so too. And I was also let down because I was excited for that one. It's a Will Smith movie and a Shyamalan movie. I like both of those, but I mean, it turns out to not really be a Will Smith movie. It's like a Jaden Smith movie because he's trying to get to his dad the whole time. And yeah, just underwhelming to me. So that's it. That's our top 5. Viewer, tell us, what do you think is the best M. Night Shyamalan movie ever made? For us, it's either Unbreakable or Signs. And I'm okay with that. That's my 1 and 2. But comment below, which one is your favorite? Like and subscribe. Tell your friends to tune in too. You can click another video now. Thank you.
Bye. He just couldn't
Getting impatient.